Hello, folks. Welcome to Fire Pro Wrestling World Special Report. This is a special edition of Rebel Cage Sports. We are announcing the IWPG Heavyweight 6, 7, and 8 #1 contenders. And entry #1 is Miro Suzuki. Another entry that's Go Sasaki. Katsuya Kitamura is in. Hidashi Katamari is in. Drew McIntyre will face off against Kota Ibushi once again. Ibushi is not lucky, but McIntyre says he wants this. He's up for the challenge. Corbin will face off Roman Reigns. This is first round action. Marshall Von Erich will face off against Jay Lethal. Kofi Kingston will face off against El Terry Bob. And C.W. Anderson will face off against Brock Lesnar. Chris Jericho will face off Tetsuya. Nick Aldis will be in action against Kitamaya. Alex Hammerstone will face off against Adam Page. Big match for Adam Page. He hasn't won in AEW in a while, and he needs to get victories here. And this is a big chance for him to go deep into the rounds. Jacob Fatu will face off against Davey Boy Smith Jr. If either of them loses, it will be Hammerstone versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. They've been fighting in MLW for a while, and this one will be a quarterfinal match to remember. Tomorrow Ishii will face off against Guy Fuego. Steel Johnson will face off against one other wrestler there. Zeus will face off against Seth Rollins, and James Storm will face off against Kinehiro Ashikawa. So these are the 6, 7, 8 #1 contenders, and it is going to be really interesting. That wrestler right there, that's Mr. That's Junior. That's Scott Hall Jr. Just to let you guys know. And he'll face off against Steel Johnson. It is going to be absolutely wild. So we are going to make the announcement for the first episode of Fire Pro Wrestling Fridays. Right after Yo faces off Angelico. Right after that, the first match of the first round, because the first round is actually going to start on Thursday, and we will let you know who won and who lost. But the first match in the first round, it will be sorry about that. It will be Kofi Kingston versus El Taiba. That's a big match. But I've seen some upsets before. It could happen again. The next match, Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. And the main event of the evening. The main event of the evening, C.W. Anderson Brock Lesnar. After that unbelievable win he had against it, he may have to face him again, Kofi Kingston, in the next round, in the quarterfinal match. In the third round match, to be precise. We're going to have at least 4 matches every day just to make it fair. And we're going to try and get it all the way up to the 25th, the final. And the final will take place at the Go Home Show as the main event for the Go Home Show before the pay-per-view on October 26th, where the 6th, 7th, and 8th number 1 contender will face the 6th number 1 contender will face off the next day against Kenny Omega. And oh boy, it is not going to be pretty. So Lesnar's in, and a whole lot of interesting wrestlers are also in, just to let you guys know. So, thank you for listening to this special report of Fire Pro Wrestling World tournament report, special report. This is Jason Matters. We will see you guys on Dirt Friday and on our guys at 5 o'clock for Fire Pro Wrestling World Friday. For all of us here at RLK Sports, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on Friday.